what's really good right now. There's stuff going on, and I'm about to address a few topics. One of them being synthol injections. As far as from what I see in the information, this is very common across seas and third world countries. A method that a lot of men are using, sort of like a confidence factor, like women in different things like makeup or clothing, how women use it. There's men in third world countries, in order to, I guess, attract women, that inject their muscles with oil or different things so that they look hulkingly big, which I honestly don't understand, because it's not like they're actually working out. But it's a very dangerous practice, and in the description below I actually have details explaining why it's dangerous and how it's dangerous. In the link below they go into details, and there's a small video that actually goes in with the life of two different individuals that are at a dangerous point where surgery is required. But basically what these synthol injections do is it adds to the water weight factor of your muscles bulking. So sort of like what creatine naturally does, except it's water weight, and creatine goes away in time, versus a oil that your body isn't familiar with and doesn't really purge of or get rid of. It kind of sits on your muscle as its own mass. And in these masses, what happens is, because you're injecting it into your body and it's bulking up through your skin, which is an organ, it basically gets infected. And this infection can grow and spread. And if you know anything about infections that spread, like gangrene and things, it usually causes the amputation of limbs or some type of disease within the limbs when they're trying to grow healthy or repair themselves. So they don't repair normally, and basically what you get is either some type of tumor or a massive infection that could reach organs and vital parts of your body, shutting them down. So this is a very dangerous practice that's being used in these third world countries. More so, I want to even talk about a common one, which is anabolic steroids that's being used. And it's different from synthol, but it's used to get the same outcome. And you know, these guys with the synthol, I'm not really sure how it reacts with their body working out, whether it actually adds to their muscle mass other than the physicality. But anabolic steroids actually do add to your muscle mass, but it's at the cost of your very body. So you're adding to your strength, you're looking huge, you're gaining the gains you want, but it's at the cost of your physical health, if not your physical ability to interact with daily life. Because when you have a limb that breaks or some type of issue, your body doesn't heal normally, because the factors in the steroid prevent it from healing more so than breaking down, so it can build again. So your body's continuously looking to break down and build every second that it can, but it never gets time to rest. So eventually, after years and years of doing different things and lifting in that way, your body will break down. And that's the dangers with using steroids and the factors of synthol, because you don't get that same factor of growth. And that's the thing. Everybody wants to build body mass, but you understand that the times of rest and the times when your body's rebuilding the vitamins is the most important part of a workout, because those vitamins and things are what stimulates and fuels continued growth, versus if I was to continually just lift and break up my muscles and bones when my body doesn't have time to repair. Because even if you're working out and you see the muscles that's growing, or you see the effects on the outside, on the inside, your muscles continuously breaking up, using nourishment in order to bring you what you're looking for in your growth. So it's very important that individuals not only eat healthy and have a good diet, but if you're going to work out regularly, it's very, very crucial you do not use extended supplements that will harm you in the future. Because all these things work for a while, but the natural strength sits better because it's food enhanced, and you're using your diet to kind of supplement your strength rather than a chemical or something that can cause problems later. Steroids, especially anabolic ones, are used on horses on a racetrack regularly. So basically, they're racing horses and they're allowing these horses to gain some type of edge when racing. But what they don't understand is that once these horses break a leg, or once these horses break some type of ligament, these horses are then put down and slaughtered because they can no longer be healed or taken care of. And that's basically the whole ideology behind why not to use anabolic steroids, because once you get injured, once you get hurt, it's hard for you to recover, let alone you may need surgery, or you risk chance for infection because of the risk and of the length of using such a dangerous supplement. So that's one thing people got to keep in mind, that these supplements are dangerous, that they can cause long-term hurtful effects to your body. And that's something that you really don't want in your system. Another vision and another thing to look at would have to be how these chemicals are being used for image purposes. So in America, if you look at how the image builds and we look at how people are kind of set up and people are supplemented, their growth and their opportunity is not based upon, well, you know, I can lift this amount and I'm gonna work my reps up to lift this amount. Rather so, it's based on, okay, I took it at this time, so am I able to do this afterwards? Or what am I actually able to accomplish after I reach a certain limit? And that's the thing, like, what people think about you physically is their thoughts. The people that matter are gonna have the opinion that keeps you going. And even the people that have wrong opinions, it should fuel you to be a better person. Even if they're dissing you, doubting you, these things should be used as fuel, because we only get one life and everybody makes their choices. And the choices you make, you want to make in a way to kind of supplement your length of reign more so than your momentary feel of greatness. So everybody has that momentary vision that they're chasing, but at the same time, you got to keep your long-term goals in perspective. So yes, you're going to reach your gains very quickly. You're going to begin to grow very enormously, noticeably in everyone's face, but at the same time, with the risk taken, it's not really worth it, because you want to make sure that you're around to keep that longevity and to keep your strength moving in a forward positive way. You know, like I said, everybody has their opinion and everyone has something that they're trying to accomplish. And one of the things you want to make sure is, if you're going to use Synthol or anabolic steroids, the risks that are involved, the why and why nots, and just basically what you're in for. So the long-term effects are not well. And everyone who has used it and even survived to old age has seen some type of effect, of my knowing to date, that steroids does not have positive effects. And this Synthol thing is just way worse, because it's a foreign chemical. It's a foreign liquid that's being put into the body in order to have gains. But the cost that it comes at is so much more drastically imposed if you look at people's lives that are on the Synthol. There's no way of a healthy recovery for the Synthol when using it in the long-term use. So whereas we may have individuals who took anabolic steroids and maybe made it to their late age and had stopped it and have been fighting off the ability of health complications, everyone who's continued Synthol that may have even stopped, the Synthol remaining in their body still poses a risk of infection and other different things in a physical manner if they were even fall and hurt themselves. So there's many different ways to look at it, because it's not truly muscle, it's just mass. So you have basically self-inflicted tumors that are growing to look like you are very strong. When working out, yes, may take longer, but when you gain it, it's going to be next to impossible to lose that easily, because your routine has built up something that is of use to you. And that's another thing that I want people to look at. What's of use to you? What's of use to your future, your family? Looking good for now, does it work out for your kids, being able to be there for them? So there's a lot of different things that are to be looked at. And I want everyone to look at their image and be happy with themselves and think about, hey, you know, that guy took that way, he took that choice, and, you know, it cost him his life. Was it worth looking how he looked to obtain that? And that's a lot of different things we got to teach our younger generation, that Synthol, steroids, and different things aren't necessarily something that you should give attention to. because you have better things to put your energy towards, like knowledge and growth and financial stability. There's a lot of other things to focus on than your physical appearance in that manner. So I want everybody, to take these examples in the description when they check them out and sort of say no to synthol and steroids and anything that's to enhance yourself, and just begin to live a healthy lifestyle where you work out and better yourself more so. I want to give a thanks to everyone that tunes in regularly, that always leaves comments and always gives their 2 cents on what they think about it. What do you think about synthol and steroids and different things? And do you know anyone that uses it regularly and hasn't faced any type of conflict or issue because of using it? Let me know in the comment section below. Always hit me up on my email if you got to. Like, share, subscribe as always, and leave your details. And just let me know overall what the audience's thought and what they're looking for future tenths of stories they'd like to know more about. So I'm going to keep delivering that heat. You already know it's all rights reserved. Everybody have a good day.